This is the Hollyland Solidcom C1 Pro, Hollyland's latest wireless talkback system, which now boasts a brilliant new noise cancelling feature that makes communicating wirelessly in loud, noisy environments much easier. Think music performances, events, house of worship, and live productions. Now, in a previous video, we covered the original C1 headsets and were really impressed by their simple yet clever design, much of which is the same with this new version, like quickly lowering the microphone to speak and raising it to go on mute, or even the fact that there's no belt pack with cables that get in the way. So, if you're yet to see our previous video and don't need noise cancelling, check that out. But in this video, we'll mainly focus on what's new with the Solidcom C1 Pro. Now, the standout feature here is of course the new dual mic noise cancelling technology. It uses one of its mics to focus precisely on the speaker's voice, while the second mic samples the environment and cancels out external noises. This really helps to isolate the speaker so that they can be heard in loud environments. Now, this feature is engaged right out of the box, but you can toggle it on or off using the switch at the top of the mic arm. And for an indoor test, I took these to the in-house media production team at my church, and we've been using them over the past few weeks during our Sunday live productions. And for context, my church can be quite loud at times because a good chunk of our program features a live band using an array of instruments. In many ways, from a live production perspective, some elements of our church can feel similar to a live music gig or concert each week. Now, that can make it quite hard for our team to communicate. That's why we were such big fans of the original C1 units. But a clear difference with the C1 Pro has been just how impressive the noise cancelling feature is. On the original C1 headsets, only one person at a time from our team was able to speak when it got loud, and that person would need to mute themselves in order for someone else to be heard over the background noise of two headsets being unmuted at once. However, with the new C1 Pro units, all 6 of us were able to leave our headsets in an open, unmuted position throughout, still being able to hear each person clearly from the beginning when we placed our headsets on, right up until the end when we stopped live streaming. We didn't need to adjust or mute the units, which is such a powerful feature, and it does just what it says on the tin. So, what else is new with the C1 Pro? This new version is also better at dealing with wind noise, which is a welcome improvement. The underside of the C1 Pro headband is brown, which helps to distinguish them from the C1 version, and they ship with stickers that identify each headset. And they're also backwards compatible with the C1 units, which is great to know. I can see some existing C1 owners adding some C1 Pro units into their workflow. For example, in a live streaming environment, if you had a separate soundproof control room, perhaps your technical director could be in there with a regular C1 headset, and then any camera operators or runners on the floor could be using the new noise cancelling C1 Pro so that they can be heard in that louder environment. Most other things are the same as the previous generation, like the design that we mentioned earlier. The rechargeable batteries remain the same, and they take 2.5 hours to charge, and that supports 10 hours of runtime on remote headsets and 5 to 6 hours of runtime on a master headset, depending on the amount of remote headsets that are connected. Also, like the C1, there's still the option to have a hub base station that allows for 2 separate communication channels for groups A and B in a team of up to 9 headsets. So, all in all, if you're in the market for a simple yet effective noise cancelling wireless talkback system, then the Solidcom C1 Pro headsets are well worth considering, particularly for teams wanting to communicate in challenging environments. And if you'd like to buy a set for yourself, as always, you can head over to proav.co.uk. But let us know what you think of the C1 Pro headsets in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.